right, we just entered Six Flags Over Georgia. Oddly enough, they're still using the fingerprints here. But anyways, my name is Alex. How you doing, coaster spotters? We are at Six Flags Over Georgia, and it is a chilly day. But we're gonna try to get on all new coasters that we can. This is my sixth visit to the park, but my girlfriend's first. Yay! So we are gonna have a fantastic day. New to me this year will be Twisted Cyclone. So that is where we are heading first. Oh yeah. Look at that wave turn. Cannot wait for that. It looks super awesome. It was a good coaster before. I really like the Georgia Cyclone, so this one has to live up to a lot. I think this is a conversion that I'm most upset about being converted, because I really like the Georgia Cyclone.
I agree.
All right, just got off my first ride on Twisted Cyclone. We rode in the second to last seat. I like it. That wave turn is probably the best wave turn on RMC, easily. Running a little slow. It is in the 50s right now, so I think it needs to warm up a little bit. And it just broke down after 2 rides set. But good airtime. It's everything you expect from RMC, so I don't know. They're starting to blend together a little bit. Towards the bottom of my list of the RMCs. I don't know how I would place it out of the 12 that I've ridden, but definitely not the worst. I can say that much. I think Goliath is still on the bottom of my list, but definitely enjoyed it. And let's check out the merch a little bit. Got your shot glasses, mugs. Do we have any? Do we have any magnets? Probably not. This park does not like magnets. All right, next up, the newly repainted Georgia Scorcher. I was worried and almost convinced this wouldn't be open, but it is. Easily my favorite stand-up. There's no question about that. To the point where if they make this thing flawless, I will be upset. It looks amazing. I mean, nothing. They could have picked the most hideous colors, and this thing would have been an improvement. Alright, just got off of Georgia Scorcher. So good. So smooth, so many cool elements. A lot of elements that you do not see on a B&M. That's why that makes it such a good coaster. And I think it works really good as a stand-up. No headbanging. I love how compact that ride is. If I'd been to this park before they built that ride and looked at that plot of land, I would have been like, how the hell can they fit something on such a narrow plot of land and do so much? Yeah, everything here is good. There's really not a bad coaster at this park. I think, honestly, my least favorite coaster is one of the coasters I was most anticipating a few years ago, which is the one we're about to ride right now, Daredevil Dive. Easily my least favorite Eurofighter. Even the short one at Casino Pier is better in my opinion. Alright, just got off a Daredevil Dive. You know, there's nothing wrong with this coaster. It's just kind of there. If it was any other park, or a park with a less stellar collection of roller coasters, I'd love that ride. But with all the good coasters here, it's just one where I ride it once and I'd rather go ride Goliath across the street again, or Mindbender. That's its biggest problem. Yeah. We're going on to the masterpiece. 2 masterpieces, really. I miss our El Diablo so much that I'm just gonna have to ride Joker. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're walking into the park's Gotham City section. I would say it's one of my the better themed Gotham cities of the Six Flags chain. Six Flags Great Adventure, I mean, it's like movie town still. Yeah, they did a really good job here. You still got your Batmobile. All right, so we're gonna hit up Batman first, so we can then do a mini marathon on Mindbender. Because even though Ariel wants to race through this park, it just has to be done. It has to be done. Oh, and we just caught it opening. Had no idea. Perfect. People love this Batman for whatever reason. Like, it gets stupid busy lines. And a really good theming. Yeah. 1996 B&M inverted clone. The second to last one to be built in the Six Flags chain. Always been a good ride. I don't know. People always say whatever Batman they've been on is like one and graded and one of the best Batmans. This one I've never really regarded that highly, to be honest with you, when you're comparing to the other ones. Ours at Great Adventure always runs insane. I always liked Magic Mountains, but they're always a fun ride. But we only need to ride it once because we can ride it all the time in New Jersey. Can you just imagine waiting in this? Hell no. Looks awesome though. Please exit to your left and proceed down the exit. All right, we had a good ride on Batman as usual, but now it's time for the classic Mindbender, a Scorcher masterpiece. What can be said about a ride that just has so much perfection? I mean, laterals, G-forces, comfortable trains, and the fact that this ride is 40-something years, mind-boggling that Scorcher was able to do all this in an era before all modern computers and technology. It's just, oh, yeah. I'm really excited for my girlfriend's first ride on this ride. One ride for the front seat, then you sit on the back because that's where it's at on a Scorcher. Those powerful G-forces must be experienced in the back seat. Just got off of 3 rides on Mindbender. Just, oh, Scorcher, he was such a genius, seriously. Man, they say he was a perfectionist, and that just holds true so much. Also, I love the theming on their wave swinger. Awesome. Crime wave. So yeah, I love that ride. We're gonna definitely come back and ride a bunch of times tonight. It is a nice ride at night. Good night ride. Probably one of the better night rides at this park. But just love the G-forces. It's so smooth. They keep such good care of it. Unfortunately, it's on one train today. That's pretty typical at the beginning of the season, since parts are hard to come by, since the company has been out of business for, 30 years. Next up is Goliath. I think we're having a really good day at Six Flags Over Georgia. This is fantastic. One of the best B&M hypers in the world. One of the best rides at this park, and it's a walk-on. Just got off of a backseat ride on Goliath. Still really love that ride. It's a little slow right now, but I'd actually probably say I've enjoyed my rides on Mako more earlier this year. I think Mako and Goliath for me just flip-flop my number one, B&M hyper. But excellent ride. I love the second drop. I love the diving helix. I love that there's no mid-course. I love the airtime. Love the overband curve. What's not to love about this ride? The second drop is bigger than the first. When does that ever happen? Barely ever. There's just literally nothing to hate about that ride. So we just had lunch, had a chili cheese dog. I think I've had it before. It was really good. That place was not new. I got confused. The new place is over here. Shredder's Boned In Wings. Looks amazing. I think I'm gonna try to get it later. Girlfriend ate at JB's, which is excellent, but usually you have to wait a while. All right. While the girlfriend got her JB, she also got me this corn, which is garlic parmesan. It looks amazing. Okay, I gotta say, Knoebels had some good corn. It ain't got nothing on this. This was freaking amazing. I don't know how you could have like moist corn, but like I kept going over it because I was like, is there one kernel left? Is there one kernel? I got every single kernel. That was so freaking good. Go to JB's, get the corn. I might get it again. Anyways. Well, we just got off the Dahlonega mine train. We sat broken down on the brake run for about, I don't know, 5 minutes. Decided to tweet about Adventureland vlog that went live today.
As far as the ride goes, it's pretty standard mine train type lap bars. The track was redone by Hopkins, so it's a little rough compared to an Arrow even. But it has its moments. One too many left hills though.
Is that Clint Novak? It is Clint Novak.
Did you go back? No.
That's the best thing goes right
It's me, Mrs. Scarlett. Welcome back to the mansion. It's so good to see you.
What did you think?
It's cool. I wish I was in New Jersey.
Yeah. Can you imagine how long that stuff would last in New Jersey?
A day.
Yeah. It's just so much fun to be in this this forest and the hills and the horns that are constantly going off randomly across the park that make me feel like a roller coaster is going to open that's been closed for all day, and I just need to breathe. There we go.
Maybe it is open.
No, that sounds like Superman. All right, so we rode the Monster Plantation. Wonderful dark ride. It's like the girlfriend said, it is amazing that it's at a Six Flags park. And that they've renovated it a few times and kept it going. Hopefully Six Flags Over Texas fixes their Looney Tunes dark ride, because that ride's also a gem. A lot of stuff is down for weather right now, so we're taking the opportunity to ride the amazing Riverview Carousel. This section of Six Flags Over Georgia, up on the hill, is easily one of my favorite sections of any park. I love that it's this kind of calm section and smack dab in the middle of all the chaos. You even have your little rocking chairs all around the platform, so you can just observe, and such a beautiful machine. This is seriously one of my favorite carousels, in my opinion. Man, I like it more than Knoebels, but I understand why Knoebels always gets the golden ticket for the best carousel, because they have the ring machine and they have a real band organ, this is just playing a digital track, unfortunately. But as the actual machine goes, I would totally give this over Knoebels. It's just beautiful. All the detail and all the horses. I mean, look at that. That's art. And they, for the most part, keep it really well maintained. All right, we're gonna take a ride. All right, so we're waiting for a battle for Metropolis. We've learned and confirmed by my friend, who I wish you had told me before, that the rain policy here is really stupid. If it's drizzling, they apparently shut things down. Pretty much nothing at Great Adventure would be down right now. King to Ka, that's it, about it. So we're doing a bunch of stuff indoors. We've already done the Monster Plantation. Love that ride, it's so good. And I already talked about that, so we're doing Justice League. We weren't going to do this originally, but now that everything else is closed, I'm giving it a try. It's identical to ours in every way, but the rain finally stopped. Oh wait, the rain stopped like in half an hour ago. Rides just randomly opened. And when I say randomly, we were sitting on the train and out of the corner of my eye, I see Goliath testing and I'm like, let's get off the train right now. And then Twisted Cyclone went without even a test run. They just loaded people on. So we just rode Acrophobia. Still one of the most terrifying drop towers. I think that's more freaky than Falcon's Fury, because standing there with just being held on by your crotch pretty much is freaky. No seat, standing up. It's pretty good. Wish it was a little bit taller, but that's the tallest they could build it here because of the airport nearby. But great intimate drop tower. We're gonna go hit up the rest of the credits. We got 3 more rides to go. Superman, Great American Scream Machine, and one of my favorite in the park, Blue Hawk. Yeah, so we're just walking through Boomtown. I love the redo they did to this back in 2016. Definitely a upgrade from what it was. So, unfortunately, the Joker Funhouse coaster, which is a great little I mean, it's not a kiddie ride. It's like a family coaster that has terrain and goes through buildings and all that stuff. Unfortunately, that does not operate when it's anywhere near wet. Because really cool coaster. You know, it goes over this building and then down a ravine. It's so cool. Yeah, here's another shot of it. Really cool terrain. And Splashwater Falls, RIP. I believe the park has stated that it is done forever. And I would not be surprised if we see a RMC single rail or a SNS free spin. Either one would be cool. But really cool area of the park. Sadly, neither of these open today. We thought at first it was for the rain, but no, they just decided not to open them for whatever reason. So that really sucks. The only thing I can figure is that maybe the water level is really high. But man, Blue Hawk is such a good Vekoma. I love it. When they add the soft vest restraints, oh, it made this ride like easily one of my favorite rides. I love that loop right there, that double loop. Oh my god, it's so good. And the head choppers on this ride are amazing. Anyways, we're gonna try once again to ride Superman. So the amount of broken restraints is ridiculous. Each train has at least 4 or 5 of these with the bar in front of it, so because the restraint's broken. It's ridiculous. Also, we were told to go up the Flash Pass line for whatever reason, and then the Flash Pass guy at the top was like, what are you doing? We're like, we couldn't go on the regular line. The guy wouldn't let us go through. So, that happened. It's nice because it did save us like 45 minutes. Yeah. We got off of Superman. Superman's great. I mean, it's always enjoyed it, and that one is definitely my favorite of the bunch.
Welcome back. Hope you all enjoyed your ride. Up and you're watching the drop. Now to the hammer of you. Enjoy your ride.
Alright, so our count is up to 6 rides today. Our first 2 rides were pretty weak, but these last rides, now that it's warmed up, are amazing. Definitely enjoy the front seat more. The way turn is way more intense. And I gotta say, this crew is kicking ass. I'm just walking down to the end of the platform and they're already dispatching a dang train. That's just ridiculous. So props to the Twisted Cyclone crew. All right, if you are a fan of magnets and you like something like this or that, this park likes to hide them stuck to the actual metal drawer of the register. So that's where they are. And you know, I look a lot, I know where magnets are usually located because that's what I collect. But crap, did I not think they'd be there? So we saw that over at Goliath, and then I decided to investigate over at the Twisted Cyclone shop, and that's where they are. So awesome. Our final ride on Twisted Cyclone was in the front seat. That wave turn is very good in the last seat, in the front seat. Oh man, it just catapults you to the side and outward in two directions, and it's just freaky ass airtime. That's awesome. So, anyways, we're having a great day, aren't we?
Yep. Getting better.
It's gotten better. And we'll be back. We'll be back to ride. Goddamn train. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. Blame the train. Alright, we got off the second ride on Daredevil Dive since we literally were walked on the ride. They were waiting for us to dispatch. Anyways, better in the back seat. Way better in the back seat. It's gotten a little rough though, I have to say. I mean, not rough, like just a little bumpy. Nothing painful. But yeah, that second ride was much better. Still didn't need to re-ride even though we could have, because my tradition at Six Flags Over Georgia, there's only one thing you can do at the end of the night. You go to Gotham City and you get on the back seat of Mindbender and you sit there until they tell you you have to leave. And that is the way to do Six Flags Over Georgia. Mindbender! Yay! Oh yeah, baby. God bless Schwarzkopf. Goddamn genius. We're gonna ride this thing as many times as we can. We'll let you know how many times we ride it. Hopefully it's plentiful. We have how many? How long do we have?
34 minutes.
We have 34 minutes to ride Mindbender over and over again. I love the station, all lit up green. Oh yeah. Look at this. Oh yeah. Time to marathon. Oh yeah. That's what I wanted to see. Alright, just got off of 9 straight rides on Mindbender. This ride at night is totally underrated. Just absolutely amazing night rides. So dark down there. Yeah, you can't see anything down there. It's awesome. Another thing that's awesome this year, that they added photos. They totally added photos to Mindbender. So a little wrap up for today. We had a great day. Probably got close to 40 rides in today. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, the Scream Machine and Blue Hawk were closed today. You know, I've been on them, so I'm okay with that. It's unfortunate for my girlfriend. But we'll be back. Totally will be back. This is easily one of my favorite Six Flags parks. All the coasters are such high quality. There isn't a bad coaster here at all. I think the most underwhelming coaster here probably is Daredevil Dive, and it's still pretty good. And the ops typically are okay. We ran into a few things here and there, but definitely enjoyed our day overall. Yeah. So interesting update here. They repainted the supports of the main tower, but everything else has been left faded, and you know what is yellow almost looks white.
But that's going to be it from Six Flags Over Georgia. Please hit that subscribe and like button and comment below. See you next time.